Welcome to Season 3 of Rush of Fear podcast, where we chat all things Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Orlando's premier scare event. Tonight for Episode 5, we'll be talking about the massive HHN32 drop we had on Thursday. So now, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I am Michelle, your host for today, and with me I have Maddy.
Hi.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It's all us for tonight. Kenneth forgot about us.
No.
He doesn't love us anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Kenneth is busy. He's a busy man. But that's okay. We've all been absent except Maddy.
I have perfect attendance.
She does. She gets the award.
Gold star.
Yes. But Thursday was a pretty big day. Like, we had absolutely no warning that anything was coming. I woke up, went about my day, and the next thing I know, bam, we have like all the tickets except for multi-night tickets. But yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, almost the same thing. I've been working a crazy work schedule this week, and Thursday was day 9 of 11 in a row.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I was just doing my thing at my job, and someone came back from their break and was like, "Hey, did you see that HHN dropped all their tickets?" And I looked at them and I was like, "I am actively in the process of running a attraction. No, I did not see that, but guess I'll find out on my lunch break. Thanks."
I mean, it's so early.
According to my Instagram memories, next week last year is when this exact same thing was dropped.
Really?
So kind of, but like only by a couple of days. Yeah.
Oh, it felt like it was so much earlier to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like every year it just gets like a little bit earlier, but it's technically 6 months away from the event. So
there was one year, was that right after COVID, that they waited until like the very last minute to drop everything?
Yes.
It was like 2021.
That was our first year of doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we busted out like multiple episodes back to back to back
Yes.
because we waited so long to hear anything.
Yeah.
They were like, here's one announcement. Okay, 4 months later, here's another announcement. Okay, now here's everything else 3 weeks before the event. And we were like, oh, okay, yeah, slay. Like, absolutely. That's not stressful at all.
No. It was great. I mean, the more time to plan, the better, I say. I love it. And I had a busy week of booking clients and updating already booked reservations to add HHN tickets. And it was fabulous. I love Horror Night season.
The busiest season of the year.
It is. And I mean, I don't just love it as a travel agent for, money making purposes. That's not it at all. It's my favorite. It's just my favorite thing ever. Ever. It's the event of the year for me. And I love talking about it with other people. I love helping other people go, especially when they've never been. It gets me so excited. So.
Yeah, because like I totally understand that. You're very passionate about it. So like when you get returning clients who are always excited about it, you can be excited with them. And then when you have new clients who may be a little unsure, since you're passionate about it, you can like reassure them and tell them like all of your favorite things. And I totally understand that. Yeah.
It is the best. I've honestly only had one client who went and was like, that was probably a little too intense for me. I'm more of a Mickey's Not So Scary kind of girl, and didn't want to go back. But everybody else that I've sent, they're like addicted, and they literally come back to me every single year now. And I love converting people. Ha ha ha.
Yes.
It's great. It's great. All right. Well, should we hop into the new info we got?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, like Michelle said, at the top of the show, we got a ton of information. A lot of this information is normally what we get around this time each year. But the first thing we're going to talk about is dates for the event. This year, we have 44 nights of Halloween Horror Nights. 44.
Ooh, goosebumps, love it.
That is a ton of nights.
That's so cool to think about it when we just did history episodes and they're like a big deal because they've got 3 nights of HHN this year. Woo!
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to all 4 nights of the event.
I'm going to be so broke.
My $30 ticket. Oh no. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so this year, 44 nights. The event is running from September 1st all the way to October 31st. As of right now, in the month of September, and we have posted all of this on our social media. So if you are listening to this and actively not driving a car, you can go ahead and follow along on our Instagram, looking at all of these calendars and some of the pictures of things that we're going to talk about later. But we have the September 2023 calendar from the website, and it looks like we are getting pretty much besides the first weekend, which is just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are getting every Wednesday through Sunday in the entire month of September.
Yep. So just not Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's it.
Yep. As of right now. Now, everything is subject to change when it comes to events like this. So potentially, those hurricanes roll in, they cancel a night, they add a Tuesday, whatever it may be. But yeah, as of right now, September, besides the first weekend, Wednesday through Sunday. And then for October, things are pretty much the same. We have every Sunday through Wednesday, except for the last weekend of the event where we have Wednesday through Sunday, and then we have Monday off, but then we have Tuesday the 31st.
That's weird. I have a feeling they're gonna add on the 30th because that's just weird.
I think so as well, which I think would take us to the highest number of HHN event nights. At 45, because I think we've had 44 before, but not 45. So
it's pretty safe to say that September 1st through October 31st, but no Mondays and Tuesdays, saving Halloween night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep,
pretty much. I'm pumped. We're all going to be very tired.
I wish so much that I lived in Florida during Halloween Horror Night season.
I know.
It's so hard.
It is. Awesome. Moving on to Michelle's favorite topic. Tickets. Tickets for the event. Super exciting. As of right now, we only have single night tickets. We have single night express passes. We have public RIP tours. And we have the 3 and 6 Unmasking the Horror Tour.
We also have private RIP tours.
Yes, as well. But we'll talk about those once we get to RIP because you know the pricing on that one and I do not. Cool. So for our single night tickets, this is one individual night of Halloween Horror Nights. Your price is going to range starting at $79.99 and going all the way up to $119.99.
Plus tax.
Plus tax. So peak priced, busier nights are going to be a little bit more expensive. Lower nights or less crowded nights are going to be that $79.99. I have been trying to find the Excel spreadsheet that someone on Twitter makes, but I cannot find it. So I'm not sure. Yeah, so I want to say last year was probably either $69.99 or $79.99 as the starting price, and then most likely around $119. So most likely the same on that one. Yeah. As far as the single night express pass prices, it is starting at $109.99 per person plus tax for one night of express. And this is a little steep, but going all the way up to $199.99.
Woo! What is that for Halloween night?
I think it was most Saturdays I was seeing in the month of October were almost $200. I mean, over $200 with tax.
That doesn't bother me. You know why? Because for me, I feel like they sell way too many express passes.
That's fair.
I hope that cuts down on the amount that they sell overall.
That's fair. That seems, seeing the price of that and that being the highest, I'm worried for the increase in all of the frequent fear passes this year, because last year I think had a fairly significant jump in those prices.
It did.
Yeah. So I'm worried about this year as well. And that price, but we don't have those prices yet. So we'll wait on that one.
We shall see. And just really quick before we move on, for anybody who hasn't been to the event before and may not know how this works. So even if you have a daytime ticket to Universal, if you want to go to Halloween Horror Nights, it is a separate ticket. So, you have to have admission to Halloween Horror Nights to go to the event. You can't use your daytime admission. And then the Express Pass also, if you have that daytime Express Pass like included with your hotel, or if you've purchased it, that also does not work for Halloween Horror Nights. So you have to purchase that separately as well. You don't get that for free by staying at one of the premier hotels. However, it is just like daytime. It is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say they sold too many last year is technically they say that it really only is supposed to cut down your weight by 50%. Last year, I did see some times where I felt like I was waiting way too long for the amount of money I paid for my Express Pass. So I'm hoping that price increase, although price increase never sounds wonderful, when it thins the herds a little bit, and it makes it more valuable to those who do have it. So.
That's fair. That's why Disney invented Genie Plus. So,
oh, girl, let's not get on that. I don't have enough time in my night to start talking about Genie Plus.
I have trauma, okay?
Yes. I've had a bad enough week as it is. I can't talk about that.
Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. All right. Moving on to what will now be my favorite part of the event, the RIP tour.
Woo, converted.
Y'all did me dirty last year with those 2 RIP tours. I could not. It was so hard to go back to the event after our RIP tour. It was so fantastic. It was so fantastic. Man, and now I just see like the VIP tours at Disney as they come through my attraction, and I'm like, y'all are so lucky.
Yep.
I know how it feels, and it feels so good.
It does.
If you have not done an RIP tour, do it. It's worth it. It's so fun.
If you've ever wanted to feel like a celebrity, that is your chance.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where like, we all do it. We're humans. We're curious. So you see whether it's VIP tours at Disney or like RIP tours or even daytime VIP tours at Universal, you kind of like look at them and you're like, do any of them look familiar? Are any of them celebrities?
Yep.
No. Okay. Never mind. They're just people who paid for a tour. Good for them. Good for them. Golf claps. Right. Golf claps. We all do it.
But we also give them a little bit of a stink eye because we're like, man.
Must be nice. So for this year, RIP tours, and this is the public RIP tour, and Michelle will explain all of that after I talk about prices. Prices this year are starting at $29. I'm sorry, $29. What? Just like
that
$30.
Would be amazing.
$299.99 and going all the way up to $449.99. Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So what Maddy's calling a public tour, it's called a non-private RIP tour. So basically with RIP tours in general, whether it's non-private or private, you get to it's not just express, like they literally walk you to the front of the line. No matter how long the wait is, to the front of the line, you get to cut through like backstage areas and stuff to cut down on the amount of walking you have to do. You get to, before your tour starts, you go to, usually it's Cafe La Bamba. I don't think they've announced it this year, but usually they have a little buffet set up at Cafe La Bamba for RIP tours, to go in there. And they say it's just snacks, but it really is enough to be a whole meal, with sodas and waters included throughout the whole night. Alcoholic drinks are served at the little bars there for extra purchase. You get a lanyard, and basically a guide just walks you around the whole night with his little glow in the dark wand. And yeah, you're just royalty for the night. You don't have to worry about waiting for anything, and you get reserved seating for the shows. It's fabulous. So the difference between the non-private versus the private is the non-private, you will be stuck in a group with up to a group of 12 total, with strangers. If you have any more than 5 people in your party, you have to book a private RIP. But with the non-private, of course, it's cheaper. And then the difference also is that your guide is the one that will set your tour for the night, and you basically only get to do one entry per house, and the rides and the shows. Whereas with the private, it's just you, it's just your party, and you can do the houses as many times as you want. You could go through only one house all night over and over if you wanted to. You call the shots 100% when you do the private RIP tour, but you also pay a premium for that benefit. Shall I talk about the prices now, Maddy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know all that stuff.
I do. So I don't know the prices for every single night because they're not listed online. Even me as a travel agent, I have to call into the VIP department to get the pricing. But so far, I've looked up probably about 10 different nights, or called and asked for pricing on 10 different nights. And those prices ranged from about $4,045 up to around $5,000. And that did not include like Halloween night. So that's probably a more expensive night. But you're looking to pay roughly between $4,000 to $5,000 for the private RIP, and that includes 10 people. That price is for 10 people. So, I mean, when you break it down, it's really not that much more expensive to book the private if you have enough people to split the cost. If you have one of the privates for $4,000 and you got 10 people, that's $400 a person. And for the private experience, it's worth the extra $100 for sure. Just to be able to call the shots for the whole night, literally from opening. So the VIP tours usually start at about 5:30 or 6, and you can go until the night closes, until the night is over. Whereas the non-private, I believe it really only takes about 4 hours, I believe. And then after they've taken you through every single house, they're done.
Yeah.
So it's worth it if you can get a group together and split that cost for the private. It's amazing.
Can attest. It was amazing.
It is amazing for sure.
Yeah.
And they do offer annual pass holder discounts as well. Not on every night, but on some nights.
Would that be like 10%, 15%?
No, I don't think it's that much.
Oh.
It's 10% or less. It depends on the night.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So fun. And I did just look it up. RIP tour, the non-private RIP tour last year was starting at $249.99. So we did get a little bit of an increase on that one.
Okay.
But yeah. Another thing. You may have mentioned this, but I also just got a very important text. So I was kind of reading that while you were talking about it. Did you talk about that you have to have separate event admission
for the RIP tour?
RIP tours?
No, I did not. So yeah, you also have to buy an admission ticket to Halloween Horror Nights on top of the price you pay for the RIP tour. So there's that. That's fun times. But again, it's still so worth it. I just can't even describe how amazing the night is, literally.
Yeah.
Like last year when Maddy and Kenneth and I got to go do an RIP tour because we were invited by a wonderful friend. we did, what was it? The Monsters house, like,
Oh my God, so many
like
times.
4 times in a row. No, we did the weekend like 3 times in a row because the Monsters house was shut down temporarily. So we did it like 3 times in a row, and then when it opened up, we hopped over to the Monsters house and did that like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, honestly though, we did it at least twice back to back, and then we went back to the weekend, and then we went back to Monsters.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did every house twice, and then we did several houses 3 times.
Yeah. I think our total at the end of the night was 22 house runs.
It was so cool. And that also included us seeing, we didn't see the show, did we?
No.
No, we didn't see the show, but we did take a break, an hour break. And Maddie and I went over back to the lounge and got our free sodas and waters. Which, I mean, that in of itself, a water is like $6 at the event. So,
yeah, with everything all together, I mean, it's a steep ticket. Like you're going to be paying a lot because you're paying for your admission for that night if you don't have like a frequent fear. And then you're on top of that, you're paying the entire price of the tour. But everything that you get with it, you can't beat it. All the free food, the immediate private tour, going through the houses as many times as you want. Like it's honestly worth it. It's honestly worth it. And if you're only going to go to the event for one night and you want to make sure that you see everything and you want to do it in luxury and at your own speed, this is the way to do it.
That's the way. We also got to go up into the lounge above Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my God. And we got to do the Men in Black immigration floor tour.
Yeah, we did. That was cool too.
Those were 2 of as someone who is born and raised in Florida, those are 2 things that I have wanted to do since I found out that you could do that many, 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 many years ago. And the fact that I got to do both of those things on one night with 2 of my best friends, like that was wild.
And still getting to do houses, 22 of them.
22 times and eating so many snacks.
I know. It was crazy.
What the heck? Yeah. The only thing that I will say about ours specifically was we weren't really focusing on scare zones so much. So we did breeze through most of the scare zones, but I'm sure that if you talk to your tour guide, you could definitely spend more time in the zones.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you get to decide, you get to tell the tour guide what it is you want to do. Because we were along with a friend, we, let her kind of lead the way. But, oh yeah, for sure. If you wanted to just chill, you can chill. If that's what you want to do.
I want to go through this one house all night. Yeah. All right. So the last ticket that dropped was the Unmasking the Horror Tour, which is the daytime behind the scenes lights on walkthrough of houses. Now there are 2 versions of this tour. There is a 3 house and a 6 house. Normally we don't really know what the houses are until closer to the event once everything's been announced. And the first couple of people go on the tours and they tell everyone on the internet what the houses are.
Exactly.
I think potentially you may also be able to call and ask, but also it's subject to change, just like everything else.
Right.
So yeah, this year, just like the VIP, just like the RIP tour, there was a little bit of a price increase. So for the 3 house Unmasking the Horror Tour, it's going to cost you between $119.99 and $149.99. Last year, that starting price was $79.99. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, $79.99. I said that right. Yeah. $80.
Really? It went up that much? $40?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a little sad because I was going to commit and do it this year too. But peak priced, everything is peak priced. And then your 6 house tour is starting at $169.99, going all the way up to $199.99. So a little bit pricier than last year, but
But here's a good thing about the Unmasking the Horror Tour. You don't need daytime park admission to do this tour. Yeah, which is a big deal. So that does make the value a little bit higher, knowing that you don't also have to have a park ticket. And the way that they get away with that is basically the tour meets over by the old Blue Man Group show building by that side entrance. And then from that point on, you're with your tour guide the whole time. You never are able to separate off from that tour guide. If somebody has to go to the bathroom, everybody stops and waits at the bathroom so that she knows that nobody's hopping, going elsewhere to ride rides or whatever. So that's why you don't need that daytime admission, and that makes it a good value, honestly. I have only done the 3 house tour, but it was amazing. It was really so cool. They take you through, with all the lights on. They kind of teach you about some of the tricks and things that they use. They show you about how some things were constructed. They might show you little Easter eggs that you wouldn't normally know about. They tell you kind of the idea, how the ideas for the whole house formulated. It's very, very interesting. Very highly recommended.
Yeah, I really want to do one. I love behind the scenes stuff, as most of us theme park nerds do. So
yeah,
should be fun.
And I believe they normally do annual pass holder discounts for these tours as well. I just don't know what that is off the top of my head. But yeah, it's a fabulous time. I highly recommend it. And honestly, it didn't take away from my nighttime experience of the house at all. It kind of enhanced it even because, well, for me, the first time I did it, I was still a little bit on edge about going through houses. I was kind of in that in-between stage. So I was able to keep my eyes open a little bit more when I went through it at night and see some of the things happen that the guide earlier had talked about, like see them put to use. And it was very interesting. It was interesting to walk through it at night, knowing some of the things that I knew. It didn't take away from the experience at all, which I know some people are worried about.
Yeah, it's like getting evac'd off a ride.
Yeah, exactly.
It just makes it cooler.
For sure. That's a great analogy, Maddy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that was my stuff. Dates and tickets.
Very good. Well, we have a little bit of information about what's coming to the event. We didn't get any like actual house announcements or scare zone announcements or anything like that, but we do know for sure that there's going to be 10 terrifying haunted houses this year. I know there were some rumors about there possibly being 11, but nope, they're wrong. It's 10.
Everything that you thought, you're wrong.
Yep, you're wrong.
Listen, I'm a Twitter person. I do love the Twitter, but I had to stay off of Twitter for a couple of days because I was like, with half of the park under construction, there is no way. As much as I would love an 11th house, like, don't get me wrong. When they added that 10th house, my second year going, I was like, oh my God, yes, absolutely.
Of course.
But with half the park under construction, there is no space for an 11th house. And people were getting into fights on the internet. People, I love you
fighting
all.
On the internet? What?
I love you all so much, but no. Sadly, no. We're getting 10. We should be happy that we're even getting 10 with half the park under construction.
Very true.
It's going to be a little cramped. They're going to have lines all over the place. And we're going to be so nice to our team member friends because things just might be a little confusing and chaotic this year. But that's okay. We're still having Halloween Horror Nights.
It's still going to be amazing.
After having...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, after having an entire year of Halloween Horror Nights canceled, like we have no space in this community to complain about little things like lines. No. Like we had the worst possible thing for this community happen with getting an entire year of the event canceled. Like queues and not getting an extra house. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The least of our worries. the least of our worries. They could say, actually, no Halloween Horror Nights ever again.
Yeah, so 10 houses, 5 scare zones as usual, and it just says outrageous live shows with an S.
Yeah.
So does that mean dance show and lagoon show? Does that mean another show too? We don't know. We shall see.
Who's to say?
Who's to know? I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just excited.
Yep. And then I'm also excited because the merchandise that they dropped is incredible.
Yeah.
So good. I love it so much. It says, "See you in the fog," which is awesome.
It's our tagline.
It is. Yeah.
I'm buying all this merchandise. When you buy this merchandise, you're not only representing Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Orlando. I'm sorry, what is it now? Universal Orlando Resort Destinations and Experiences.
Oh,
you're
God.
also representing Rush of Fear. So
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you for that.
Yes. It looks so good. I love it.
It's so cute.
We got what? A poster, a shirt, a hat, magnet.
Yeah, I think it's just a magnet, not a poster.
Oh, no poster yet? It'll be a poster. Come on.
Yeah.
We got a candle, though. They got a candle.
Yes. And apparently it does smell like fog. So everything that we've been asking for all those years, it happened.
So cool.
And you can find this merchandise in the Five and Dime on Hollywood Boulevard inside Universal. And I'm sure you can also find it over in the All Hallows Eve boutique at Islands. But let's look at this. If you're following along on our Instagram where all of our photos are, let's look at this logo thing that they dropped, this little like banner. So not your normal HHN font. It's very like splattered and smudgy. And it's blue, which is my favorite color. It gives me the same kind of vibes of the blue from Anarcade. And I loved that year. But we have a skull, like a foggy kind of skull, which is giving off the Fog, the movie vibes. So that could be fun and exciting. We could be getting a fog house. And then we have, I mean, to me, they give off the vibe of walkers from The Walking Dead, but they're just kind of silhouette-y people in weird positions.
They they're not, they don't just like look like normal people.
Yeah.
They definitely do look a little zombie-ish.
Yeah. And there's you can see kind of like a cityscape behind them. Yeah. I'm going to be a hopeful human and say that they're runners from The Last of Us. They haven't fully turned into clickers yet. They're just runners. So we're getting a Last of Us house.
So I have no clue, but I know that everybody's super excited about it. So I'm going to be excited for you and think that it's going to be an amazing thing.
I'm pooping my pants at the possibility of a Last of Us house.
That was great alliteration. Pooping my pants at the possibility.
That's going to be my new tagline.
Can we get a shirt that says that?
Poopy Pants Maddy.
Last of Us. I'm pooping my pants at the possibility.
Oh my gosh. But
fabulous.
Yeah, it all looks super cute.
I know. That was an exciting news drop to me. I love it.
Yeah, this is the start, the kindling of the HHN season. We already had our one house announcement. We have our first spec map under our belt. And now we have tickets, dates, and merchandise. So,
yeah.
I mean, what more could we want? Oh, I know. The event.
Well, yeah. And we could want you to reach out to Portkey Vacations to book your travel needs for sure.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you a quick and a really good reason why you would like to use somebody like Portkey Vacations is if you wanted to go ahead and book in advance, if you're one of those people that likes the multi-night tickets as opposed to the single night tickets, let me tell you, if you book a package now, that reserves your hotel because you know that those hotel dates fill up crazy fast over September and October because of this event. So snag your reservation, go ahead and put a package, a hold on a package. go ahead and throw those Halloween Horror Nights tickets on there. But whenever they release the multi-night tickets, should you see better value in doing a multi-night ticket as opposed to the individual night tickets, that's really easy for your agent to just trade those out for you. As opposed to buying them outright yourself through the site right now, those are non-refundable tickets. Adding them to a package makes them interchangeable. That's a good little hint. Tip of the day from Agent
I love
Michelle.
that. So are the vacation packages, like if you weren't going to use a travel agent, are Halloween Horror Nights vacation packages available now to book through Universal?
I honestly have not looked at the consumer site for that. I know that they're available on my end. It doesn't necessarily give any discounts by booking that Halloween Horror Nights quote unquote package.
Right.
Any different than the normal discounts that come with like multi-night stays in the hotels. Usually you get discount on the hotels when you stay more than 5 nights or 4 nights. But like I said, we can go ahead and like reserve your tickets for those nights of Halloween Horror Nights if you're worried that they're going to sell out or whatever. But then we can change those out for the multi-nights if you decide. And we can also add the Unmasking the Tour to your package. We can even add the private or the non-private RIP tour to your package now, which is fabulous. And all you have to pay is the deposit right now. You don't have to come up with the entire price of the tickets up front. So it's a really good way to go ahead if you're thinking about going. It's a really good way to just go ahead and reserve your spot. It's $50 per person to hold the reservation. So it's really not that expensive. And then you don't have, the rest isn't due until 30 days or 45 days, sorry, for Universal. 45 days prior to check-in is when the final balance is due. So it gives you plenty of time. What is it, 6 months now? It gives you 6 months to kind of pay it off, as opposed to having to come up with all of it all at once.
Fork it up.
Yep. It makes it much easier. How do you think I afford to go to this place as often as I do? Come on.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to make payments on things. So
yeah,
that got real salesy. I didn't mean for it to get real salesy. I'm just so excited about Halloween Horror Nights, and I just really want people to go, not for my benefit, but just because I love it so much, and I want everybody else to love it too. And I just know all of the ways to make it happen. So I'm sorry if I got salesy. I didn't mean for it to be like salesy on my behalf. I just really love the event, and I want everybody to go.
I mean, we are an information podcast, so
yeah, I know.
There it is.
There it is. Even if it's not me, I mean, support your local agents. We're just all we are nice little small businesses that could use the help. So
we're just tiny people in your computer that book vacations for you.
Yes, we're just the little elves, just doing all the little busy work.
That's going to be y'all's next, your next merch drop is the travel elves.
Yes. Behind the scenes.
Goodness gracious.
Love it.
Goodness gracious. All right. Well, I think that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. And we will see you soon in the fog. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Until next time, for more content, as always, be sure to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rushoffear and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at rushoffearpod.
Yes. And for more general Universal Orlando Resort news, check out our friends and UUOP network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, wherever podcasts can be found. And like I said before, for all of your travel needs, especially HHN, please reach out to Port Key Vacations. You can find me at portkeyvacations.com or email me direct at michelle@portkeyvacations.net.
Yeah. We're just going to plug a couple of our other normal things real quick. So Kenneth, he has his magical band. It is called Pangolin. They are the best ever. And you can get yourself in the HHN mood by listening to their Family Ghouls album that they released. It's so good. They also have some songs about Earl the Squirrel, which absolutely, that is the coolest thing ever. So once again, they are called Pangolin, and you can find them everywhere. You can listen to music online, and you can find them on social media at Pangolin FL.
Yeah, they got some concerts coming up too, I think. So
yeah. They're such cool guys. Follow the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast on TikTok at UUOPod, Pod, where you'll find me creating some stuff every so often. If you want a more picture walkthrough of all the things that we talked about here, I just released a video the other day about all of that. And then we have some Mardi Gras content dropping soon as well, which is super fun as always. Also on UUOP, if you're interested, you can go check out myself and Kenneth, Chris and Alexa, and our other good friend Jillian from the Producers Club, where we chatted about the new City Walk Universal Orlando Resort escape rooms. So we have now done both escape rooms, and they were so much fun. And no spoilers, but we chit chat about both of those and kind of walk you through the process and like what we thought, things like that. So those 2 episodes will be over on the UOP feed. So that's super fun. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all
awesome.
I had. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can find feeds for both UUOP and Rush of Fear on portkeyvacations.com as well. Those update live as things are dropped. So that's a good place to kind of find them all at once.
Dang, you're so fancy.
I know. I love it. All right. That's awesome. What a fun night. We miss you, Kenneth, but
we miss you.
Girl power.
Woo!
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. The podcast has come to an end. Now get out.
Hot diggity.